DeMarcus Cousins right now would be a top 5 big man in basketball.
Yeah, right now.
Period.
Look, I feel like Kobe 24, you know I had to ice my wrist. I've been balling since a young, you know I had to stack my chip.
Yeah.
This brother has a game. He does not deserve to be in Puerto Rico playing basketball. Right now, with his skill set, his body, his strength, his basketball IQ, his shooting ability, everything, he would be a top 5 player. And I think that you got people in the league ostracizing him because of a personality he once had. Yo, man, we all make mistakes. And he is somebody that I think is going to be a better man for it than he was maybe earlier on.
Today, we're talking about DeMarcus Cousins, the 5th pick in the 2010 NBA draft. He played with John Wall. That Kentucky team was great, right? But let's get into it. 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team. He made the All-Rookie first team. His averages are 19 points a game, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 46% from the field. He had a nice career for 11 years, but it could have went longer. And it's getting because
it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man.
And I agree with DeMarcus Cousins. It's getting ridiculous. Not only are you no longer in the NBA, you just got banned from the Puerto Rican League. I'm going to drop some of that footage below. Before I drop some of the footage, he's going to explain how he even got to Puerto Rico in that situation.
Like, why Puerto Rico? I'm pretty sure they asked you about China or Taiwan or Europe. Why Puerto Rico?
So I spoke on it in the interview I had earlier, but since the beginning of the summer, for some reason, you know, a lot of people were reaching out to me from the island. I had a lot of agents, and I had a couple homies that play out here as well. But the intrigue kind of happened with, well, obviously I've been here before.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed myself. I thought it was an incredible place. The energy, the vibes are, you know, immaculate. But also, I just didn't know what my future held with, you know, the NBA.
I'm going to tell you what DeMarcus Cousins' NBA career is over. It's done, right? If he was more serious about basketball, he would have chose a more serious league. Not saying that Puerto Rico is not a serious league. I've never really watched any of the games. But when you look at some of the other leagues around the world, the Euro League, the Australian Basketball League, even China, you know, if you're more serious about getting back to the league to show the league that, hey, I'm serious about coming back, you'll go to a better and more serious league that has a system. Somebody put in the comments below what it is about the Puerto Rican Basketball League. I see a lot of the older vets, they go there. I don't think it's because it's super close to the United States where they can fly back. It's safe, the warm weather. Other than that, I really don't know why they choose to go play in Puerto Rico as opposed to the Euro League. I take, for instance, look at Kendrick Nunn. Can go back to the NBA and sign with a team right now if he wanted to. I mean, because it's killing it over in the Euro League. But as far as DeMarcus Cousins, his NBA career is done, and it starts with accountability. Normally, when I'm doing the videos, in the background, I have the highlights going so you guys can see them. Look at what type of highlights these are. Look at the highlights that I'm showing you right now, right? DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins, is a crash out, and his career in the NBA is done. Stephen A. Smith said at the beginning of the video, that's how he used to be. No, he is still the same person. The next clip I'm about to show you is a clip of him last week in the Puerto Rican Basketball League where he got into it with a fan. Check this out. You guys saw that. This man touched his glizzy and wiped it on his face. Wiped it on the fan's face. Thank God he was in Puerto Rico, because if this had been Saudi or any other serious country and you touch your glizzy and wipe it on person sitting courtside's face, oh, you would be in jail, you know? So good thing he was in Puerto Rico when he did this, because that is crazy. That is crazy. And there's no need to beat a dead horse. you guys get the subject. You guys get the point. This just reminds me of like in the workplace, you work with those people, they're super talented, they know the job, they can do it, but they're just not pleasant to work with. And that is the case for DeMarcus Cousins. That's the reason why Mike Conley's still in the NBA and DeMarcus Cousins is not, you know? And unfortunately, that is the problem with some of the stars in the NBA. They no longer have the stardom, and their ego can't handle taking a backseat and just chillaxing. You know, so that is the difference between a Mike Conley, who is super old, who is still in the NBA, who was just playing a couple weeks ago for Minnesota, and DeMarcus Cousins, who's playing in Puerto Rico, touching his glizzy and wiping it on somebody's face. So, you know, sucks to be DeMarcus Cousins. All the potential in the world, very talented, and that's what the NBA is missing. Like Joker, what he's doing is a really big body, and the NBA goes through these phases where they, you know, like there was like a short point guard phase, right? LeBron comes into the league, everybody wants a 6'8", so, you know, from LeBron James to Carmelo Anthony, then you start to see the Josh Smiths and the Marvin Williams and all these other 6'8", 6'9" players, and then they go through like a athletic point guard where you see Derrick Rose, and that's a phase. And then we're going through like a stretch big man phase. And when you look at Joker, the reason why Joker's so good is because he's so big. The traditional big man in the NBA is non-existent. That's why when you look at Joker, it's like, oh man, he looks awesome. It's because nobody can hold Joker. He's bad defensively, but when it comes to offensive, like Joker is a big body. And that's what some of these teams don't have because they have strayed away from the big guy. Everything Joker does, DeMarcus Cousins can do it. Probably not at that level, but he can give you some of that. So, moral of the story, be likable. The more likable you are, the longer you stay around. I need that HBO special. Help a brother out. Like, subscribe. Nevertheless, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you for the next one.